Hello, good evening, folks. This is Shailesh joining in from Digi Shiksha. Looking forward for participants to join us live. We'll be very soon joining us with all the folks. With a heavy demand, we are going to go with this session again. There were many working folks which have not joined in, so we are looking forward for them to join. Friends, if you can hear me out, just let me know. Mayank, Ravish, Ridhima, if you can hear us, let me know. We are just about to go live on this very interesting topic which we had chosen on the DigiShiksha Challenge channel, which was launched last week. Today is this week is the second week. Okay, I can see some uh, waves coming in, I believe. So I'm taking it. In fact, you people can hear us. Wonderful. Keep joining us. Keep joining us. Very soon we'll be having our guest speaker also joining us. Absolutely good. So keep joining us. I believe very soon. This is a Digi Shiksha channel which we launched last week, and this is all about a very, very interesting and exciting topic, which is top skills to stay relevant in the VUCA world. And that's something very relevant for students as well as professionals and as well as business people, I believe, because students have to find out jobs and people have to really figure out how do they get really engaged in an organization. So that's what is all about. So more and more people joining us, and very soon we'll be having our guest Rosie. She will be joining us. So good evening, everybody. Mridul and everybody joining us. Looking forward for all of us to join here on live channel. Rosie, welcome, I believe, to this live channel again, and this is something very,
Thank you
very
so
exciting.
much.
Namaskar. People are
Namaskar.
joining.
Thank you very much.
And I believe this is a very good time as I see people are joining us, even who have come back after the lockdown and unlocking. They have gone back to the work and they have
Yeah.
come back to the home, in fact, and they are looking forward for how they can make their skills, upgrade their skills, upskill themselves, cross skill themselves, or there are different aspects, or even unlearning for that matter, I believe. So, all that aspects is what everybody is looking forward for this very interesting and exciting topic of today, which is how to make yourself very relevant in this VUCA world from a skills perspective and stay relevant, in fact. So, we are just about to begin. People are just joining us. And with this time starting up, I believe we'll be here again. So, namaskar, friends. This is Shailesh joining in from 3Sarthi Academy, and Rosie. We are going to be having a chit chat today on this very interesting topic on this channel, which we have launched, Digi Shiksha. And the Digi Shiksha overall motto is about information that inspires. With that inspirational channel of information which we have been sharing since last week itself, this series which we have launched it on Instagram is very relevant for students, professionals, as well as business people. And as I have been talking about the pearls of wisdom, which we have been opening as part of the VUCA world, which is very, very relevant, in fact, from learning while the change is happening all around. तो आप क्या नई नई चीजें सीखोगे इस बदलते माहौल में जो नई चीजें हो रही हैं उसमें आप क्या how do you make yourself relevant, in fact what are the things which you need to do. So in this aspect what we thought is we'll try to basically keep interacting, and in this walking with your guru series mein, as mentors, coaches, we have been connected. So I'm coming from NCR, which is the capital of India, while Rosie comes from the financial capital of India, which is Mumbai.
Yes.
And so that's what I believe we are here to share as coaches, as mentors, as guide. And Rosie happens to be the NLP practitioner. And while we have been part of the corporate journey, Rosie brings in a very rich experience of more than 1.5 decades of experience from the corporate industry as a L&D leader. So what we thought is we'll try to share some of the current opportunities as well as challenges, and what are the new job profiles and the skill which everybody should be relevant for. So let me start this conversation, Rosie, with this people joining us and getting associated with us. With this
Yeah.
first question is, how do we what do you think, IB, the global job scenario would be when the current lockdown situations, and what will the new normal as people have been talking about it? What's your view on that, Rosie?
Wow. Shailesh, first of all, before we really commence, in the entire session and before we really dive deep into it, thank you so much for having me in here. And so this is the second session that we're having today. In fact, this was specially on public demand, and I think this feels great in itself. And it actually shows the fact that people are feeling inspired. And so I think, thank you. So I think to come down to this, before anything else, I think one aspect that will actually resonate with everybody who's listening to you and me today at the moment is the fact that, before the lockdown, life was pretty much rosy, But now, apparently, with the lockdown and all of that really coming in, the future is really going to be less benign for all of us, and it's just not going to spare anybody. Let's just face it, that is the sad truth. Do we really want to linger on with this sadness in our mind? Do we really want to do that? I don't think so. There's just so much to life, that we can really look up to, and there's so much where we can just about bounce back. So, all that we need to do is that we just need to be prepared instead of carrying that anxiety and carrying that fear and that uncertainty within us all the time because of the instability that VUCA has really inducted all of us into. Well, we will of course talk about this piece in a while, but at the moment I think we need to first acknowledge the fact that despite using all of these head-spinning technologies and Instagram Live and all of this happening around, the world is going to be changing faster than we can blink.
Correct.
And we won't even know it. Just like that, and there's something new coming up. Yeah? So, and the job needs are changing. The needs for specific skills are evolving every single minute. The whole talent management outlook is really getting mature now as we speak, only because of this lockdown, which has introduced the real VUCA term to all of us. It's actually alarming, if you think about it, to see that at the moment as we speak, India's unemployment rate has shot up to 27.1%. That's really scary. If I have to give you core numbers, I would rather say more than 12 crore people across the country at the moment are jobless. Well, do you still want to be sad about it, or you want to think about what to do next, is what Shailesh and I will essentially be talking about today. So, few of the jobs that we should keep in mind before we really talk about that, I think what all of us need to know very clearly is the fact that technology will be the backbone to any job that you can think of now.
Very true.
It's going to be technology, right? When I say technology, right now, Shailesh is in NCR, Rosie Bansal is in Mumbai. This itself, this connection itself is technology. Shailesh, did you and I think about this 10 years back?
No way. No way.
Yeah?
No way.
Absolutely. And today, आज की डेट में 2020 में आप और मैं एक साथ ऐसे live conversation हमारी चल रही है, and it is not only you and me. We have connected with people globally.
Correct.
We have people from the US on this call. We have people from Australia on this call who have actually, kind of sacrificed on a little bit of their sleep, and we really thank them
Correct.
for this.
Very true. Very true.
We've had people right now from all over the globe, and it feels fantastic. So, while we're talking about technology, so all of us need to know that technology is going to be the backbone. Think about it. Jobs like robotics, automation, that will be hot selling. Digital analytics, research and development, you'll have graphic designing, digital marketing, healthcare, customer care executives, web designers, software developers, mobile application developers, and to top the list, cybersecurity. Because now, since everything will be on cloud, cybersecurity is going to be the hot selling thing. So I think a lot of us listening to us right now, who are going to step into the corporate world, if you have a knack for cybersecurity, you're the man in demand. Let's just tell that to you right away.
Very, very true, Rosie, I believe, and the way you are putting it across. So the new traditional job profiles are going to be obsolete, and probably some of these job profiles is going to become very, very relevant. And I believe the rightly mentioned, I believe the technology will become the backbone. And I believe I can quote a very interesting incident which recently happened with one of our clients. हम उनके सेल्स के लोग जो बाइक पे जाते थे, बाइक पे घूमते थे अलग अलग जाकर के डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चैनल्स एंड dealers, retailers, everybody. I know you love bikes. So
yes, I do. I have a different love for bikes. Yes,
I know that. I know that. So they were going and visiting all throughout meeting, and that's how the sales used to happen. Normal traditional sale. That's how things happen. But in the last 3 months, and probably in the next coming 3 months, the whole new ways of doing distribution channel. Every of the salesperson has started learning to work and operate through virtual methods. They are trying to do a dealer conference, which is supposed to be happening in a hotel, is now happening on a Zoom hotel. So it's a Zoom hotel, in fact, and dealer distributors coming up and sharing their experiences, product journey, and so on and so forth. So even the roles which were there earlier have to become accustomed to these kind of new ways. So very well put it across. New roles, new jobs will come in. So my next question probably comes out, I believe, from what you talked about, these professionals, जैसे उनके jobs change हो रहे हैं. What happens to these managers, I believe, because they are the people who are probably supposed to engage these employees who are working in different, working from home, I believe, and how will they really work on increasing the efficiency or productivity, or probably unlock happening. In fact, they have to probably come back, report home, travel, all those challenges which they have to face. All those you talked about cyber security. There is a lot of security in your physical security now. You will see instances of pieces where you have to keep yourself washing your hands, sanitizers, and so on and so forth. So I believe in this kind of a situation, what the managers should be sensitive about and how they should keep themselves relevant in the coming months or coming year. What's your thoughts, Rosie?
You know what, Shailesh, I think a very, very relevant question looking at the current scenario, because while we have our respective team members really doing the core job that, because of whose contribution an organization stands so tall, right? उनकी contribution की वजह से organization में profits होते हैं and so on and so forth. लेकिन उन लोगों को मैनेज कैसे करना है, वो रोल आता है मैनेजर्स का एंड आगे उससे भी ऊपर लीडर्स का. एंड बिलीव मी, in my personal opinion, it is even then easier to become a manager than be a leader.
Correct.
Right? So the role that managers are going to be playing at the moment as you and I speak is something very, very critical, and they will need to play such an important role because two aspects of it. One, they actually need to keep the entire team bonded and connected. And the team needs to feel like one team, one goal, right? And that, my dear friends, is not an easy thing to do.
Very
right?
true.
Think about it. So, yes, of course, technology is serving as the backbone and, so on and so forth. But there's this one responsibility for all of our managers which is non-technical, and that is the art of empathizing genuinely.
Very true.
Genuine empathy, and I want to say that again, it's genuine empathy, so I am having a conversation with my manager, though I am blessed with a great one. I am having a conversation with my manager, and she kind of tells me on the phone, guys, it's just an example, huh? So she tells me on the phone that, hey Rosie, I just heard that you're unwell, and I just hope that you feel good. And but yeah, I actually called up to find out what happened about the report, and I'm like, okay, wasn't she calling me to find out about what my health is like, or was she really interested only in the report and not my health? Right? So, this was just a hypothetical example. So, this is what happens. Managers actually behave like this. And as I said in the past, thankfully, I have not had any manager till date who has been like this. But yes, let's face the truth, a lot of us do. So, it becomes the responsibility of the manager to be connected with the team. आप कितनी बार अपनी टीम के साथ कॉल्स कर रहे हो? Are you always on a video call, on an audio call with your team members? Or do you just tell your team members, hey, this Friday, let's just get together, let's all just wear different hats, colorful hats to our team call. Let's just have fun. Let's just play Tambola online. Let's just play, some kind of online engagement stuff. Let's just do that. Or are you only focusing on things like, give me the data, give me the numbers? Yeah. So I think that is point number one. And also the fact, if any of you on this call, if you've read the book Six Thinking Hats by Edward de Bono, you would really correlate with what I'm talking about right now. So at the moment, we actually need more red hatters, people who are emotion oriented. We need yellow hatters, people who are positive oriented. And we need people who are green hatters, people who are very creative. And how does creativity come in? Only when the manager empowers the team. अगर manager के लिए डर रहेगा हमेशा, तो आपके मन में कोई idea रहेगा, तो आप शायद वो idea forward भी नहीं करोगे. That's exactly what will happen. So the fact of the matter remains, you have to really empower your team members. So that's one. And second is that, well, detailed plans are great. All managers and leaders love making plans, right? Project management tools निकाल लो भाई, हमें तो project plan चाहिए पूरा, हमें पूरा charter चाहिए in place. Great. But as we say in the defense terms or in the military terms, plans usually don't survive first contact with the enemy. Yeah. Do you want to fight the plan? Do you want to fight the enemy? What do you want to fight? Because what actually happens is we end up fighting with the plan. ये मैंने create किया है. I am very attached with this. These are my thoughts and my thoughts are perfect. Doesn't really work that way. In this VUCA world, you have to be adaptable, you have to be flexible, you have to be fluid and agile. So these, I think, are few of those very, very important qualities that managers need to upskill themselves to now. And last but not least, one line that I'd like to add in here. So since I read a lot, one piece that really struck me was a lot of large companies like say GE, Unilever, McDonald's, they've now started changing their entire leadership development strategy just so that they can cope up with the VUCA world comfortably.
Very true. Very well said. As you rightly said, so many of the managers have to become now coaches. So it's not only you and me have to be the coaches or the mentors, they have to be the coaches as managers, because जो millennials आएंगे, उनको बहुत सारी इस तरह की guidance and coaching की जरूरत पड़ेगी. Really come back. Somebody was asking, in fact, what happens if when the employees which are staying working from home, first thing is to work from home very effectively, do still a time management कि घर का काम भी कर रहे हैं, काम भी कर पा रहे हैं. And now the same gentleman, or the same person has to come now back to the office. उसमें क्या challenges आएंगे, कहीं passes होंगे, कहीं कुछ और. So what are the challenges which they have to face? In this situation, the manager has to really act as a coach and a guide.
Absolutely.
उसमें उनको मदद करनी पड़ेगी. And the second thing which you very valuably rightly said, Rosie, was how to nurture the creativity of these employees. Because anybody and everybody has to be creative in this kind of situations. जो एक पहले मिथ होता था कि वो जो 100 लोगों के बीच में वो 5 लोग जो R&D कर रहे हैं, या the people who are the cream of the organization, they are the only one who have to do the research, or they only have to be innovative, or they only have to be doing the new things. No, there are gone other days. Anybody and
Absolutely
everybody,
not.
right from the security guard to the CEO of the company, right from the housekeeping staff or the QA person, tester, any role which you may be playing, accountant, finance, HR, IT, admin, they all need to be creative, as you very well
Oh
said that.
yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Absolutely.
So I believe that brings to my I believe I keep interacting with a lot of students also, in addition to the managers and professionals. Students keep asking कि अब हमें जॉब मिलेगी कि नहीं मिलेगी. I believe that's a very curious question कि ऐसी situations में कौन सी corporate में I believe किस तरह के role में किन skill को हमें ध्यान रखना चाहिए to get in. And I believe you have been part of the corporate and trying to evaluate people who even the freshers as well as seniors. What do you think, I believe, the students should focus on? What are the things that they should upgrade themselves from a skilling perspective as from a mindset perspective also? So what's your views for and recommendation or prescription for the students, Rosie?
Great. So just like you've had some of these, bright students walking up to you and asking you this question, I have had a lot of people in my family, where they have been talking about this with me, and they've been asking me that what will really happen to us in the future? Will we even get a job? Because there are no jobs in the market. So at the start of this entire live workshop, this live interaction with Shailesh, I did mention, those 10 to 15 jobs which will be really important in the market. So, I think it's very important for our very, very young crowd to start thinking about those. And so those are specific skills, skills of R&D, skills of being a data science, skills of data analytics, skills of cybersecurity, and so on and so forth. But as you rightly said, Shailesh, it's here, it's the mind. How do you change this? So two very important points, rather I would put it as three. The first one being, in the language of our very young friends who are on the call, consider your job to be a gig. The moment you do that, and for the ones who are professionals, consider your job to be a project. Okay, so take a call, a gig or a project. Either of it will make you really put in that effort. The day you start thinking, अरे मुझे तो आज सुबह उठना है, जॉब पे जाना है, कितना सारा काम पेंडिंग है, guys, pendencies चलती रहेंगी, वो हमेशा रहेंगी. लेकिन the moment you start thinking about it as a project, as a plan, as a gig, the first thing that you will actually end up doing on your own is the fact that I need to make a plan so that this is the best project in the world. And I have known of so many people, who actually have changed their mindset over time. And eventually, I have actually seen them started thinking about carrying that solution mindset. I have had these people who I've been coaching in the past, and initially I remember they used to come back to me with typical problem statements.
Correct.
And in today's date, it feels great when they come back to me saying that, okay, so Rosie, this is the situation that I'm in. I haven't heard them hear the word, use the word problem now for quite some time. This is the situation that I am in. And I did a little bit of deep diving into it, and I thought, what could be the best ways to recoup? So these are the top 3 things that I think will really help. What do you think?
Okay, so I believe, what did they talk about certain skills which they need to develop? I believe to get inside the corporate thing. What were they talking about when they talk about skills specifically?
So the moment you actually ask, so they would really come back to me saying that, Rosie, I have this problem. I'm in this particular situation, and I'm just thinking that how is it that I come out of this situation? And the situation essentially was what? The fact was that one of their senior managers so this person was not being able to take a buy-in on a particular project plan from the senior manager. So he comes back to me and he says, Rosie, this is what's the situation, and I've been assessing it from all the sides. I've been talking to a few people around as well, and in my opinion, either I should really think about a different approach to, or rather a different verbiage or words to use when I'm speaking with this particular manager. Second, this particular manager seems to be a data-oriented person, so I think I should go back and speak to him with data. And third, this person wants me to be very specific and to the point, whereas I feel that I, kind of exaggerate a lot. And I said, okay, so what do you think would be the top, skill that you would need to rework on? And he himself said that, Rosie, I think I need to be to the point. I'll just speak data. Otherwise, I will lose that connection with my senior leader. Second, I think I will have to be very gentle yet firm when I'm speaking with this person, because at the end of the day, my work cannot stop because of a lag from his end. And bang, there you go. The
Absolutely.
solution came out from him. I said nothing. I just asked him one or two relevant questions, and that's about it.
And I believe that's what is very relevant example, Rosie, because what you're telling is, in fact, data analytics, when you talk about it, is the intellectual quotient or the IQ which is there. And when he has to connect with his manager, understands the manager's perspective, then I believe he's trying to be empathetic with the manager. And how
Absolutely.
a person has to keep a balance between the IQ and EQ. What you are saying is something very important to get connected or engage with your, putting yourself in other shoe and then trying to do that, in fact. So that is very relevant, in fact, to become there. And the other thing which I believe you talked about is the communication. How can you be really smart and intelligent communicator with your, even an interviewer, if you are a student, even if you are a professional, it could be a manager, could be a customer. Even in a virtual mode, like you and me are talking, I believe you still actually can make sure that you are making the whole communication very effective through your gestures, by your voice modulation, by the content, and really create an impression or an impact which is required. And most of the interviews of the future are going to be in virtual mode. I believe you are not going to be called by a flight or a train to really travel that. So,
Of course.
with that, so I believe that's what I'm seeing from the students versus professionals, as you rightly said. How do you think, I believe, the students, when they talk about their career and what are the jobs that they are going to do in the future, what skills they should focus on? I believe, is that agility and all those kind of adaptability which we talked about from a words of wisdom. What do you think? How can these students need to focus on those skills? Any guidance for them?
Oh yes, let's be absolutely grounded in the kind of guidance that we give our young, young future leaders. So
Correct.
I think VUCA. Let's just look at this, guys. VUCA essentially is what? Volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous, right? Do we really want to look at it through this lens, through this negative lens? Let me help you convert this negative lens into a rosy lens, right? And how would we really do that? Let's just, if we look at this trendy managerial acronym, which is very famous today, VUCA, and now we will convert it into our terms, which is, let's just convert volatility into vision. Think about it, just paint a picture of what you want your future to look like, and then make a plan and work towards that. You will always be successful. Second, let's convert uncertainty to an understanding of what is the latest in the industry. For this, my dear friends, you have to do a lot of reading. You have to be connected with people around. You can't just sit in one corner of the room on a couch watching TV or watching games, with all due respect. Do that, it's a great de-stressor, but let's just take out a little time to also try and research on what's really happening in the world today. That is very, very critical. Review yourself, evaluate yourself. You know what? Let me just give you a very quick idea. Starting tomorrow, think about it. Can you just go back and make a quick sheet where you've just made 3 columns, which is what do you want me to start doing, continue doing, and stop doing. Share it across with your, within your circle of influence. Speak with people around you. Ask them, hey, can you just share this with me about me? That would really help me grow and develop. Ask people what your strengths are. Ask people where do they really think they would want you to come out of a cocoon, what are those skills? I think that should be your starting point. Nobody's stopping you from doing a 360-degree feedback, out for yourself. You don't need a proper HR to do that for yourself. I have done it in the past. I think for 5 or 6 attempts, I have done it, and I have learned a lot of things from there.
Okay.
A lot of, areas where I thought I was doing great were actually not too great. And I got that feedback from people. And then I managed to change and upgrade myself, right? So that's uncertainty to understanding. Let's react to complexity with clarity in terms of having clear communication, open communication. Because guys, आज के डेट में जब आपके सामने आपके टीम मेंबर्स रूम में बैठे नहीं हैं, it is very, very important to have open communication with your team members. Just be transparent enough, because what your team members need right now is transparency. Otherwise, as a leader or as a manager, you may just end up losing that trust of your team members. So you just need to be very open. And last but not least, ambiguity. Let's fight ambiguity, guys, with agility. Let's just put in flexibility, adaptability, fluidity. Let's not be rigid. Okay, so let me reiterate. Volatility to vision, uncertainty to understanding, and complexity to getting clarity, ambiguity to agility. Remember
Wonderful.
these 4, and it will help you out.
Wonderful. I believe very well summarized, Rosie. And as we are coming to the end of it, I believe one acronym which one of our friends, those coach Rajiv talks about it, coming from your thread, came out is learn. In this changing world, how are you learning? So when you are linking your objective or your passion into a profession, it becomes very easy and you start loving your job. And then you are actually very successful. So the first link your objective. Then comes your E. Earmark some time for your whatever you are trying to upgrade yourself, upskill yourself. As you gave a lot of tips probably how to read and then try to connect with people. That's very much required. Ask others is the A, the third word. Ask others. You have to keep networking. For example, when I asked you to come over this live show in fact and you accepted it, we went on. I believe that's the right way to go. And if you don't know, I will go and ask that. I didn't know how to do Insta. In fact, in last 1 month, I'm learning and still learning today also. I've learned a lot of features of today. The soft way or the hard way, I'm still learning. So keep asking others. If you don't know, go ahead and ask. शर्माने की जरूरत नहीं है. Admit your mistakes. And R, LEAR. R is retain, revise, and reshare. Because जो सीखा हुआ है, उसको दोबारा सीखने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Because जो आपकी strength है, as you said, continue doing that. So you have to keep asking and reusing and revising that. And that's how the last word comes out is N. Nurture your curiosity. And that's coming out, developing your creativity, keep following your hobbies, and that develops your innovative skills. Because किसी भी role में जाएंगे, किसी भी profession में जाएंगे, it will help you there. So that LEARN is a beautiful way in a changing environment. That's how I sense. So the VUCA, beautifully you said, as a rosy new definition, learn comes out from the way people have to adapt themselves into a new situation there. So with this, I believe I would like to thank everybody and thank Rosie, especially who joined us today. And I'm quite sure all of us will stay connected. We'll be coming out on Insta Live very soon again next week. Facebook Live, we'll be there tomorrow again at 5 o'clock with a very interesting topic which we were just talking, emotional intelligence. And there'll be a lot of panel leaders from different industries joining us live tomorrow at 5 o'clock on Facebook Live. We'll be there on YouTube Live with very, very interesting motivating topic. So continuing this journey of how do we prepare ourselves in this VUCA situation, stay tuned with us on 3SARC Academy and Digi Shiksha with information that inspires. Thanks a lot, Rosie, for joining us here. Once again,
Thank you, Shailesh, for having me in.
thank you and namaskar to all of you.
Thank you, everybody.